Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hut. Just dropping off a little extra weight there. So last time we got our last rabbit. So I've got everything I need for the rabbit hat. Just waiting on some guts to cure. And then we've got our rabbit, I'm sorry. The other one was the rabbit gloves, this is the rabbit hat. So we got 3 days on that, at least. And then I should have enough guts to do it. We've got our deer skins down for the pants and our moose hide. Now, if you look at the moose hide, it's at 39%, which means it's about to be 40%. It takes 10 days to cure, 10% per day. So I have 6 days left before this moose hide is going to be turned into a moose hide bag. Let's get moving. Now, it takes 5 days for deer skin to cure. So I would like to attempt with my 4 bullets here take down a couple of deer and get 2 more deer skins. Because I'd like to get the boots. So the deer skin pants and boots. Jeez, one of them I think has a little more warmth. Let's have a quick look here. Alright, so the boots are 4.5 and 3.6. We want both those things, particularly the windproofing, but that's a lot of warmth. Right, yeah. So the boots are a little warmer than the pants. But combined, we're looking at 8 degrees of warmth and over 7 degrees of windproofing. So that is a pretty powerful, particularly early game combination. Now the trouble with the outfits, and generally the skins, is that they're going to weigh quite a bit more. So like a bearskin coat weighs 11 pounds, whereas the expedition coat weighs 3.3 pounds, and the mariner's coat weighs 4.4, all those other ones, the combat, the military coat I guess it's called. I thought about going around the wolf there, but I kind of wanted to see if maybe I could push him into these deer. Don't. Go on. I think he went to the left. That's not going to work. Yep. So basically I'm hoping the weather's not great. You know, I've talked about this before, but if you bounce like this, it doesn't break the stealth, except, oh wait, a little too close. I'll just chase him for a minute. What's up, buddy? You want to turn around and come back this way? I think. to have one in close proximity. The wolves were particularly hard on this particular area. Okay, well, let's try to make the most of this deer then. The fire will prevent the deer from freezing, but I'm more interested in keeping myself warm and also no, come on. Pick it up. Dry. I'm more interested in saying dry. So what I would do in this situation is grab this by hand. In case this starts to happen. And then I think, man, I don't know. Like I want to quarter it. I think I'm going to try. Okay. We are going to be pretty tired. I don't need the guts. I can move around alright with one. Let's see if I can get up to two. That slowed me down a little bit. I keep getting into these situations where I have to leave this meat. But I'd say I'm in a situation where I should leave that meat. Warmth-wise, I should be fine. It's just that, again, it's beating up on my clothing. It looks like it might want to go full blizzard. And that can still kill us. I was just checking my stamina to see if I can run. I can, but I want to try to save it. Just walk back. Oh, ooh. The wind is not good. I'm gonna try to. I almost wish you would turn around. There you go. So I'm going to try to parallel, I was going to say, as close as I can without spooking them. Starting to get cold because the sun's going down. I'm just gonna have to wait on that deer, I think. Hope he's there in the morning. because I want to tear this deer meat up with my hands, so I need to get on it quick. I should be able to get both bags. Wait, do I have anything else? Oh, I do need to get that skin down. Might as well just go ahead and drop it. Whatever, that's fine. So we're going to do this by hand. If we did it with a knife, it'd only take about 16 minutes. But it's going to take about an hour with our hands. And that's going to help increase our carcass harvesting more, because the longer that you spend at carcass harvesting, the more it builds the skill. Unlike cooking, which is per piece. So a 2-pound steak or a 0.2 pound steak is going to give you the same amount of cooking skill. But I could shred this. Generally, I try to do that with like rabbits and wolves. It's tempting though. I'd like to get my cooking skill up a little bit more, but I got a ton of canned goods I need to cook too. Alright, let's go out real quick and drop this meat. Have a little bit ourselves. And we'll grab a little more for breakfast.
I need to find a place to rest.
I know you do, lady. You are exhausted. So, where, other than getting the deer skin, which is priority number one, my other task is to get, firewood, get this meat cooked, get all these little cans of soups and peaches I found cooked, teas, make a bunch of water. What I like about Pilgrim Mode in particular is the fact that you kind of get this opportunity to, I would say you get it in Voyager and Stalker Mode too, maybe further in, but you can have an opportunity where you can sort of base somewhere where you can spend some time and do some stuff. So it's always good because I always kind of say, like, if I get broken ribs, it's kind of a blessing, because by the time my ribs are healed, I've got skills up, I've got meat down, I've got all kinds of things taken care of. And sometimes in those modes below interloper, you just need to move until you're like finally where you can sort of have that base. But that's gonna need you to raid to fill it all up. But interloper is just a lot of on the go. We'll just let her get enough rest. Still should be pretty early in the morning, I think. Yep. Alright, how are we doing weight-wise? Not too bad, not too bad. It's snowing, but not much. I want to see the deer's out here. Is that him in the distance? I think so. Get some calories. Alright, that's him. So, in essence, I'm going to try to do, basically, it's cold too. What I did on the first deer, let's get that skin first. If the weather turns, at least I got, and then I'll probably just quarter it. actually had another second. Come on. Oh, I don't like it. The weather knows what I'm up to. Oh, it's a miss. 2 bullets left. If I can get him head on. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so the knife, I think, will save me about 10 minutes. And we're going to get really cold, so we just need to get this off. Well, I guess it's not too bad on the cold. My concern is, you know what, I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to try to quarter it as is. There we go. Now we're getting cold. There we go. Alright. Grab it all.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know. Well, it's going to be alright. We're right there. Got 1 bullet left. Boom. Alright. Success. And we did it before. For 5 days. Gonna go right back into it. And I don't think I can do any more by hand. So once it starts becoming frozen, your heavier tools like the hatchet are actually going to be faster than your knife. But you want to be careful with using it too, because right now I don't have a whetstone. This is all I got to chop firewood to. But I wanted all those steaks done It's, I was gonna say if it wasn't snowing, I'd go back for those other 2 bags. Oh man, it's windy. Let's say if I'm out of the wind, it's not too cold. I'm gonna try to grab a piece of firewood. See if I can kind of get a little windbreak while I do it. Okay, okay. So we're in. Wait, is that a? No, I'm seeing things. We're past noon, so it's going to start warming up, and it'll basically warm up until the sun is going past the horizon and the moon is coming up. So we're not taking any, or even we're not losing our temperature, I guess. I'd wanted to go back and get that moose meat, but at this point, I don't know. I don't even. Even with the low K rate, I would wonder if it was still there. That's another thing to remember about when I was saying earlier, taking some time in Pilgrim mode or Voyager or Stalker. More so in Voyager and Pilgrim mode. But you're going to have more time to get your loot. You may not find stuff in as best of condition as you could have. But you'll still, be able to find stuff. Several months in. So, I guess what I'm saying is, take the when you get them, waiting for this moose hide to cure, all these skins to cure. Once that's done, I'm going to travel and go to Pleasant Valley. Get there, and we're going to raid and loot everything that we can. But I'll probably spend a couple days reading books and sewing, because we'll be able to get our hands on a fair amount of clothing and sewing kits and things for hooks if I needed it, but there'll probably be plenty of sewing kits. Alright, there's that. And it's one of those places, Pleasant Valley, mountain town. I can't tell if those are meat bags or not. It looks like it. I can't believe there's any of that stuff left. I'd have left the rifle if I knew these were here. I'm at least going to go see what's shipped in. I could probably carry one, maybe two. And I have to have a fire to thaw them out so I can harvest them.
Huh.
Oh
What have
no,
we here?
70%. That's too slow. The problem is, you know, it's nice that there's 10 pounds of meat basically in each one of those bags.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I know. And so that's great. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna have, but it's always double the weight for the actual bag, the harvesting bag. So I just picked up 40 pounds worth of meat. I went 112. So even with the moose hide, which will give us a total weight of 99 carry weight, I'd still be moving a little slower. We'll see what the weather does. I might just kind of take this bag up to where the deer meat is. Anyway, I don't really know what the requirement is on, or how long it takes for this bear, the deer meat to disappear, or the carcass bags, I mean. And I would say because of the low decay rate, you're going to get more time. Oh, another thing to remember is you can still get feathers even if you quarter the animal. I think what I'm going to try to do is sneak back with these 2 bags of moose meat, get the rest of that deer meat, and then not worry about that other moose meat. That plus the deer steaks will give me tons of calories, plenty for days. I can read that fishing book, do a little fishing. I think I have a fishing book. Anyway, work on that skill. But yeah, I think as far as meat is concerned, especially if I get those other 2 bags, and I've got a ton. Actually, I got a ton of calories. This bear is pissing me off. I swear to God, I'm gonna put my last bullet in him. Oh, bull. I hate this. I hate that. I started to say I hate this game, but I don't. I hate that. The thing is, if he gets pissed, I mean, I'm kind of toast. Alright, well. Or, shut up, lady. You deserve it. Make me use a bandage. Bears. Alright, so I shot the bear in the head-ish area. I don't know. What he's going to do is go die. How long does it take? It really depends on the wound, I guess. I mean, sometimes I just plug a bear in the side to see what happens. But I'm not going to even worry about it. Most importantly, I don't have any more bullets. At least not for this gun. So the good news with that is I can just drop this gun. Stop carrying it around for my quesos. I had my quesos. So. I'm just tired of that stupid bear, man. the thing about bears is, a lot of times you'll find them dead. Like, he might not die till tomorrow mid-morning. You know, for real. It could take all night, and then he could still be on the ice. I could wake up and see him drop. But they, unlike a lot of the other animals, like especially like deer and wolves and stuff, wolves do it a little bit. Maybe it's a predator thing, but they pretty much stick in their range. A lot of times they'll get hung up pretty quickly. Moose too, on like objects that are around, and they'll stop running. Whereas a deer can just, it's gone. You just start tracking it or try to figure out what direction it went and try to get it whenever you can. But I'm not even, like I said, put one bullet in a bear, it will die. But it's definitely going to take a while. But I could wake up in the morning and be just dead bear right by the fishing hook. Or by his cave, I don't know. I do know. We are good to drop these here. And we'll lose. Let's just drop it right here right now. And I think the weather is good enough. For me to go get the rest of that. Oh, there he is, right there, see? So, he's dying. But he'll wander around like that forever. I'll probably be able to go get these 2 bags of meat, come back, and he'll still be annoying wandering around up in here. I do, you know, and I'll say this again, you know, in pilgrim mode, up to stalker mode, you get the pistol and the rifle. But I would say make a bow. Anyway, because I'm pretty sure, I know at certain points, animals take more bleed from the bow, and I think they do anyway, because it feels like to me animals die quicker if you shoot them with the bow, even if they run off. Yeah, and we still got a few feathers left from this carcass that I harvested a few days ago, or a day or 2 ago, I don't know. Nope, is that another one? Yeah. Oh, you know what? I got plenty of this. No need to have the weird haze. So we got like the blizzard wind sound. Now we just started getting cold. Good news right now. Well, 2, it's not cloudy or snowing yet. And here's the sad news. It's blowing in the direction I need to go when I come back carrying 2 bags of meat. And So they'll add 20 pounds, 70, 80. Yeah, well, that's not too bad. 5 pounds of meat per bag. £10 per bag. Might not be quite as bad going back because it kind of shifted. Okay, you, you guys too. Remember, you leave footprints in the snow. So if things get bad, I don't know if you can see them, but I'm following my footprints. Fog comes in, or blizzard. You should be able to follow them back to where you need to go. At least where you came from. Another thing you can do, especially once you get to level 3 fire scope, if you have a lot of tinder laying around, is you can, particularly around, let's say, bases, come here. You can set up some trails. Like I could set a line of cattail heads from that fishing hut to the house. So if I was out there fishing and a blizzard hit, and I didn't have very good cold protection, you need to get back to the house, I can just follow the trail. Well. I'm trying to decide, because it's going to take a while to harvest the meat. Basically, I'm in a situation where it's like, time-wise, it makes sense, and firewood-wise, it makes sense. I don't know if I can clean all this meat by hand and get cooked what I need it cooked.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter. I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
You did pretty good there. So yeah, I forgot to get these stacks too. All this deer meat. That's 2 bags more. Excuse me. How are these things doing? They're all good? The trick is I need to get them all the way to Mystery Lake. Or at least Pleasant Valley. Time, lady. What kind of books we have? Yeah, we got a fish. Oh, and cartridges. Sounds like a lovely night. So, I should have a pretty decent pile of sticks. Let me get the wood. Come on. That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Nice. So we got to get a pile of firewood. I think, yeah, I should be able to thaw this stuff out pretty well and get everything taken care of. What I'll do is I'll get the fire going, and I'll grab some of those moose steaks from outside, and while they're cooking, start tearing apart meat bags. But for right this minute, let's put this lady to bed. I'm gonna sleep in shifts just because I should. Really, I'm pretty good cold-wise. I shouldn't have any problem, you know, with the warmth bonus from the bed, which is 9 degrees. So, what's that? 58. Should be pretty good. But you can do it hour by hour, 2 hours, 3, depending on your, you know, you want to be careful. You don't want to get too cold. Oh, 2 more hours. Froggy and chilly, but not too bad. So it's -6, -11. They're cold, but it's not exactly devastating or anything. Sound glitched. It's concerning. you know, depending on the temperature, you want to, if you can, gather firewood like this. And even in Airlover, I would have added, because there was a improvised hatchet I passed along the way. You want to maybe grab what's close. But since we have a good temperature bonus, I want to grab some of this right here. Fur. Gives me longer fire. It weighs a little more. Here we go. So I think cedar gives you like an hour. This gives you like an hour and a half. I was betting on it. I kept thinking, I was like, it's gonna get a major fog. I can tell. That's more fur though. Trying to get me. Oh, it's starting to clear up a little bit. It's warming up. We'll take advantage. Get some of these right by the house. We got a lot of fire. So how's my hatchet doing? Yeah. That's like 18 hours worth of fire just in fur. Yeah, it's starting to get there. So we're going to have to be a little more economical, but I need a big, long fire. That's why I'm going to grab all these little branches too. I wish they had the little... I should probably be looking around. I might have passed a few. There's some scrub brushes you can break up. And they'll give you 7 sticks. Alright. And then, you know, eventually they'll respawn. Now we've got a nice pile of firewood. Can I get both these on here? You'd think so. Come on. Come. Come. Here you go. Here you go. Alright, well, Pizza is a human being, and human beings sometimes need a break. And I gotta step away for like 3 minutes or so, and then I'll be back. Alright. I'm back. It took a few more minutes than I planned, but whatever. It is what it is. Guess they'll have to do.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I should do it. So, back to my earlier point. Now we're at the part that I really get to enjoy, and that's just doing stuff. We have, like I said, we got plenty of meat. We're just really just waiting for things to cure. We got 4 more days on this. We'll be able to make, looks like the deer skin, that'll be tomorrow. So we'll get the deer skin pants on, that'll be a big improvement. We got guts. Should be getting some guts cured. Yeah, look at this huge pile of guts. I just knocked over my... I went and got a caffeinated beverage, so. But anyway, yeah, that'll be on the docket for tomorrow. I swear it said one was a 97. There's no way it cured. Steer 97. So. I'll probably get where it needs to go while we're playing around with these steaks. And but really lucked out on the weather there.
Come on, little fire.
We only have an 85% chance, so
Okay, that didn't work.
that's what I'm talking about. This literally, this happens all the time. It makes no sense.
Perfect.
So we'll put the sticks on first, and that'll help get the fire going a little hotter. See how it's running up there. We'll add a piece of fur. And another piece of fur, because this is going to take a while. I think I'm going to drop some of this. Just kind of hopefully grab what I need. Alright. So let's go with the deer first. And so we're just going to we're going to rock this fire out and get this meat harvested and cook as much meat as we can and make some water. We could read a book. Couple of steaks. How are you doing? Are you thawed out yet? Oh yeah, we're good to go. So now we're going to put the moose steaks on. It'll take an hour and a half. And we'll do the moose first. We'll switch to an hour and a half will give us about, well, that's good. That'll equal, give us sort of even steaks. I don't know why I put all that down anymore. Then we'll grab the other bag here and do the same thing. And then these 2 bags should be about right. It's a little more than 10 minutes extra, but whatever. There we go. There it is. Carcass harvesting 3. So we get 25% reduction in meat harvesting times. Can harvest 50% frozen carcasses by hand. That's nice. And 10% reduction in hide or gut harvesting times. And that's our newest addition right there. Perfect.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know, we'll have to do something about that here in a minute. About half an hour. Looks like about an hour. Whatever.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No, ma'am. No, she's right. Piece meat. bet it is. We'll just have another fire at some point. Because I'm pretty good on the meat, and I completely forgotten about all these canned goods. I might as well use them up before they get to the spoiling point. Plus, the peaches will add hydration too, a decent amount. So we'll go that route instead. And we'll get cooking skill. And if we had a can opener, we'd have a ton of cans. Alas, we do not. Might just keep rocking it out. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, we have pretty much everything we need right here. If we were playing on a hard level and had to worry about cabin fever, I'd just keep going out trying to get firewood, collecting sticks. Might go look for that bear in the morning, or whenever we wake up. Time for pork and beans.
Oh, rest suit. I'm gonna faint.
I wouldn't get too excited, lady. We got more to do. Yep. So what we'll do, that's what I'm saying, is I got days to kill, right? And nothing really I need to gather. We don't have to worry about cabin fever. So I'm going to read books. I'm going to cook. I'm going to, you know, So we'll get the pants made tomorrow. I think they should be all cured now. And the guts are right here, so we're in good shape. Make some teas, like I said, you know, just whatever. But all that will help our skills, and there's no reason to, you know, it'll be nice to walk out of here with a 99 carry weight. That's what I'm trying to show that you can do in pilgrim mode. But there's a lot of other good things that we're going to get accomplished that I think it's important to see. I'll tell you what I'll be happy to do is clean up this floor with all these skins and, well, mainly all these skins, and get the guts all into one pile. We want lots of water. We want to keep hydrated, but we also want to make those teas. And the thing about it is, I'm getting much more cooking skill cooking all these cans of soup and beans and peaches than I got from making those steaks. And that's why I shred the meat sometimes, because it's just a game mechanic, you know. You use it how you want. You take a couple of rabbits, a bear, and a moose, and be at cooking level 5. It's really how you want to play. I knew I screwed that up. And we can just keep going even if we take damage, because whatever, we can just go to sleep and be fine in the morning. So yeah, I make 4 steaks in 4 hours, and you get 4 cooking skill points. I made 1, 2, 3, 15, counting this one right here too, and the one I still have to make. Cooking this garbage, so even if oh, I got 2 more. Even if you're cooking something you can't eat, you know, let's say you've got a can of soup at 8%, go ahead and cook it. Just don't eat it until you get to level 5, and then you still get the cooking skill. That's what I'm saying. Oops. Nope, 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 nope. Got a little ahead of myself there. Last can of pork and beans. That's one of those things, man. When I was a kid, I thought that was the best thing in the world. I couldn't tell you. Well, no, I've baked beans on occasion, but regular like pork and beans, no. It's been a really long time. She'll be too tired. I was gonna say I could do some reading, but let's dump the cans. No. Yes. That not bad. That'll get me through the next couple days, and then I'll have water to make teas next time I decide to do a cooking minute. Let's see, we should be doing pretty decent on the cooking skill here. Oh yeah. If I had shredded all this meat, we'd be like on our way to level 5. Just what I got. Which is important, I think, in any mode, but not so much as it is in Pilgrim mode. The other thing is when you're sewing and you're making your clothing and stuff, you tend to use a lot of water. So you're gonna want to have a decent amount on you. Let's go to bed for like I don't know, like 7 hours. Neat. Who wants some peaches? You don't even need to drink water. That's how good them peaches are. Of course. Of course. Today I don't really need to even go out and about. It's beautiful. Well, I got plans. We need 4 guts. And our sewing kits. And away we go. Full of peaches. No kidding, lady, no kidding. God, love the peaches. get another 4 in. Maybe not. Depends on if the moon's out. Oh, we did good. Only 4 hours. Oof. Yeah, nice thing about it, so this structure is sort of an indoor-outdoor structure, right? So your meat's going to freeze in here. I don't necessarily need to keep all this meat out here. You can keep it indoors if you want. But it's not technically an outdoor space either, I don't think. There's certain structures in the game that actually do count as both. So you can stay inside, but also you won't get cabin fever. I think this is one of them. Or I don't think this is one of them, is what I'm saying. So you're going to have to get out and do stuff during the day no matter what. Oh. Not today, though. Okay, good news is that we are tired. So we'll just sleep the night away. Now again, if we didn't have the warmth bonus that we had, I would be sleeping in shifts. Nice and early. I just want to use these canned goods for 2 reasons. Actually, I'm going to go drop these beef steaks. It's going to help me save my meat. And I'm going to end up with like more meat than I can use when I leave here. But we'll just do this in 1 4-hour shot. Should be good enough. Boom. So we're going to see a nice, significant jump here. Because right now we only have 1 pair of pants on, and we don't need to take the jeans off. We can keep them and get that 1 degree of warmth from them. We'll get a little more. I think it's up to like 1.7 maybe, completely repaired. But so right now we're at 32 and 14 in windproofing, and this is going to be great. So here we go. Cool. So just with that, we're up to 36 degrees. So boom. Because you add in your 0.6 and your little point this here and there, we're up to 36 degrees. We get, I don't know if I have any cloth left. I think I have a little bit. But some of it isn't going to matter because we don't need to fix both hats. We only need to fix one. Because now we're going to start working on our rabbit stuff. And the first thing we want are the gloves. And when we make the gloves, I think it's 2 guts maybe. Yep. When we make the gloves, then we won't need the cloth ones we have now, and we can tear them up. So we want to make the mitts. I think I can get like an hour out of this thing. Alright, it's probably trashed. Or about trashed, yeah. Let's say 8%. Well, let's see if we can get another hour out of it. We did. Right. Not sad about that. Stick you in there. I don't know about you guys. Sounds like it's time for some peaches. That's definitely saving me some water there. That's good. Oh, I want to use this. And then we'll just finish those up. Fantastic. And then we'll go do the clothing thing again. So right now our gloves are only giving us like 0.6 degrees warmth and 0.6 degrees wind protection. And we're going to put these gloves on, and we're going to jump to 3.6 and 3.6. It gives us a little, it slows us down in our running a little bit. It gives us a little more guard in case we get attacked. But the waterproofing is what we really want too. So, but here we go. 36 and 18 right now. 40 and 22 with the gloves on. So this is a huge windproof bonus, and most of that's going to come from the jacket here, which having early on is just fantastic. I cannot stress that, you know, you want to be warm, but windproofing is also very important. And you want to look for that clothing that benefits you. Sometimes you want to mix stuff up so that, you know, this piece has a higher amount of windproofing and wear that on the outside, and something with warmth, maybe more warmth on the inside. But we're not too worried about that because we got the expedition kind of. Onward. Next up, the hat. And I think it only takes one gut. Let's double check that. Yes. And we're just going to try to straight make it. Again, if it gets a little dark, hopefully the moon will come out. Done. Whew. Now, I don't know about you guys. I can use some peaches. And we're going to put this is the outer layer. So again, this is outer layer. On this side, this is outer layer. We want this on the outer layer because we want the windproofing bonus. So you don't get quite the windproofing that you get from some of the other skin, but you get pretty much, I think the red scarf does a decent amount of windproofing, and the balaclava, but you can only get the windproofing bonus on the balaclava if you just wear only the balaclava. So here we go. We're at 40 and 22. Bam. So we stayed at 40 and 23. What we're going up against is this kind of clothing. So it's sort of bringing our totals down. I think they did that right? I don't think you can wear it. Yeah, it has to be on the outside. That's what I thought. So 41 and 23 right now. We get our sewing on. Most of what we're wearing on the outside is good, except for these. We need to take care of these, and that's on our list. Those skins, so they'll be, so this is 2 more days. Oh wait, yeah, so the new side has 2 more days. This will be ready like Not tomorrow. Maybe like tomorrow night. You know what I mean? So I can make those day after tomorrow, and then move right into the new side. So timeline's going pretty well. All right, let's go to sleep. So today, I have choices. I think what I'll do is try to get rid of these books. Start working on any kind of like, little maintenance of things I need to do before we leave. Oh, you do get to keep the cans. Huh. How many do I have on me now? That's great. Can I do anything? I didn't know I had those on me. Well, I could do the teas. Let's see if we have any more teas in here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's get all those made up. Leave them in my pocket, and the next time I do some cooking, we'll see. They're already at 90%, and we got most of the day. So, like I said, sometime today they'll be ready. I might be able to even get them started. But here's the thing about the books. If you really want the benefit of them, you need to read them. I try to read them in the region that I find them, if I can. That way you're not carrying them around. But this is going a lot faster than I thought. It's a great day to be inside, reading a book. Alright, so that's going to get my fishing skill up to level 2. And I strongly encourage that you try to find a fishing book and read it before you actually start fishing. It's going to reduce your line breakage, and you're going to have a decent amount anyway, but it's especially bad if you don't get that skill boost ahead of time. What I'm wondering is, I think the next skill book I have, it might be like 10 hours. I'm not sure. It most certainly is, so. And again, that's what you can do. I'm just waiting for stuff to cure. I got food and water. This is what you can do when you, like I said, you have broken ribs. You just got to be careful. And like I said, if you're not playing in poker mode, you got to go out there. What I would recommend doing is looking for carcasses, maybe, or looking for. Oh, I forgot to look for the bear. Gathering up like harvestables, like mushrooms and rose hips. Doing some fishing. Now, remember, the fishing huts are. There's a structure that is an outdoor structure. So if you stay Is that it? What am I looking at? That's a dead deer. I must have shot one and had it get away. Had it. Blah. How is this 81% frozen? Oh, did it say nothing to harvest? Or did it say it was too cold? Nothing to harvest. Alright, so wolf ate a deer. It's like, what? Weather is sketchy. But I feel like I say that a lot about this place. You know, there's just certain places, I feel like, you know, this is one of them. I feel like you get a lot of moisture here, like a lot of snow. But yeah, I just encourage you to do basically what I'm doing here, and you can stay in the fishing hut. Was my point. You know, there's a stove in there. There's a way to get your bed rolled down. So having a place, you know, like the ranger station or this base right here, can be very helpful. For fighting that. Then you can fish in the hut, cook and make water, you know. It has added value, I guess, with that. I think this is going to turn bad, but we'll just keep looking. I just want to see if I can find it. I found a couple times here, he's dived right by the cave, so I'm wondering if he's over here by his cave. That would be useful, because I could harvest him, or quarter him, and use the cave to do anything I needed to do with him. I don't see him though. I did find him dead once in the cave too, actually. That was pretty much the best. So, I don't know if we'll get that lucky. He's got a pretty long range. You in here, buddy? Doesn't look like it. No. You know, like I said, he should be dead. I just don't. I wouldn't think his body's disappeared yet. That wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, even when you're planning to spend, like I said, this pilgrimage, you got time. It's okay. Your weight's not going to totally be gone from everywhere you're going. It's going to be fine. So, even while you're waiting around for these skins, and that's really kind of like the goal. And you may be doing that in some of the harder modes. Then make sure you're getting out and still doing whatever you can. I don't need all these sticks. It certainly doesn't hurt to have them, though, does it? This is about as far as he usually goes, so... I wonder if there's any of that moose meat left. What was it, at 70%? It's really, you know... my curiosity as to how long the bags last. I think so. Or is that just the fire? No, I think there's a bag left.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It's really only 10% less than when I left it last time. How much over are we? We're pretty far over.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I know. I don't know where that old bear went. He can walk up the river too, a little ways. So I mean, maybe that's where he went. Oh, I shot him once and he ran down in this back area too. But that's not usually where he like hangs out. So I think what I'll do is, I want to get this harvested because, again, I don't know how long it actually lasts, but so I'll need a fire going. If I'm going to do another fire, I might as well cook meat and make water. But again, I think, you know, personally, I'd say the two most important skills to work on as quickly as possible in any playthrough is your carcass harvesting and your cooking. Hands down. Both those things just need to be top of your list. You know, you want to be able to save your tools, save, you know, wear and tear on your tools, particularly in the harder modes, like an interloper where you're making your own tools. So, or stalker mode, we're going to find less than you normally would. So I figure in pilgrimage, it's good to just start practicing. If you plan to move up to these other levels, just start practicing some of these skills, things that are going to help you in moving up in difficulty. But yeah, so carcass harvesting, like I said, and cooking, I think, are the two most important skills to get going right away. I think your third spot could be a little controversial, or just up to other interpretation, but I would say getting your fire level up to 3. But it's one of those things where you can't really, it takes a while to get into a position where you can just sit there and farm a bunch of fires. So the idea being that, particularly as you're moving from place to place, you're going to stop, light some fires, heat up some teas to warm up, or coffees, or a can of soup. But I want to walk out of here, like I said, carcass harvesting's already to level 3. I want to cook enough food. I should have enough. I mean, I would probably get it done with mostly just these teas. But I want to get, we'll cook up a few more steaks. I have way more meat than I need at this point. We'll see. Basically, whatever I get off this fire is probably all I'm going to need, because I'll probably only be here for another 3 to 4 days. Oh, and you want to be careful with the meat bags, leaving them. See, this is an indoor-outdoor place, so they're fine. But in a true indoor space, like when you walk through the door and there's a load screen and a safe, then the meat bags will disappear very quickly. So be careful about leaving them inside.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I'm just going to do some reading, probably. Again, it's a pound and 10 ounces I don't need to carry with me, and I might as well get the carcass harvesting skill going even more. I might be able to squeeze a 1 more hour, I think so. I tell you, it would be nice. A bright night. Oh man, this should be ready, right? No, tomorrow for sure. I must have been looking at another one. Thinking it was. Well, then I guess I'll do a fire and do some cooking. You know, let's switch to deer steaks after that.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. I tell you what I'm going to do is call this a video and come back because I need a break. And but I will be back in 10, 15 minutes and go from there. So what I'll be doing, if you're interested, is going to have a fire and pull this apart by hand, carcass harvesting, cook up whatever meat I can get going, and then also some more water. Looks like we have a ton of water, but I think I'll make those teas tonight too. And so I'm going to use up a chunk of what I got, and we'll just kind of do teas and replace. And we're going to get that cooking skill up to level 3, 100%. So, and then tomorrow, I believe I'll be able to have one of these going. This is probably going to be maybe tomorrow in the evening time ready. It's hard to say. So we'll get these done. Do some reading. Just kind of get ready to go, because we're about where I need to be here. You know, I could say, I could spend another day cooking and get my cooking skill up a little bit more, but where we're going, there's going to be a 6-burner stove, 2 of them actually, and that's going to be a real boon for helping my cooking skill go up. So I'll kind of work on it there, I think. It's just so much easier and so much faster. So, now what you can do though is go outside of the cabin here, and if the wind's on this side, put down 3 fires. You got your own. Put down 3 back here. So here's the wind, or even 2, and then you've got a 4 burners going. You can line them up around this building and run around lighting each one with a stick, and then start over on the other side and geek up your fire skill. So, a few tips before we leave. Anyway, if you happen to catch us, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you see this at a later time or date, thanks for watching. And y'all be good to each other. And I'll be back, like I said, shortly. Cooking. Woohoo! Sewing. Yay! Alright. Y'all have a good night.